Hey wet shavers, today we're using Stirling Gentleman, the Razorock 0.68 Game Changer, and the two-tone Stirling synthetic brush coming up next. So I got a bunch of Stirling products today, starting with Stirling Gentleman. Used quite a bit of it already, as you can see. This is absolutely one of my favorite scents. It has a elegance to it and a class to it that really I haven't seen or smelled in another scent. And I like their description so much that I printed it out and I'm going to read it to you. It says, "You still hold open the doors. Sir, ma'am, please, and thank you. You are permanent fixtures in our lexicon. Your attire is never disheveled in public. You command respect from first glance, then earn and keep that respect as time passes. Rudeness and coercion are not in your personality. It doesn't need to be. Others feel compelled to be around you and work with you. You're not a jerk or a relic of times past. You're a gentleman, a Stirling gentleman, and this is what you smell like." I love it. A warm and masculine blend of tobacco, vanilla, amber, and musk. Honestly, I've been wet shaving for about 7 years, and this is my favorite scent. You know, notwithstanding categories of scents, just in general, if I had to take one scent and just shave with it for the rest of my life, I think this could be the one. I love it that much. It is absolutely fantastic. Looking forward to shaving with it today. Have Stirling's two-tone synthetic brush, 24mm knot, acrylic handle with the signature Stirling green. You gotta love that green color. Got the green shirt on today too. Not from Stirling, but one of the only green shirts that I own. No matter where it sits on your shelf, you know, you can pull the Stirling stuff out from the pile. It's a very unique colored green. Great brush. I think it's a lathering monster. It's got a nice tall loft and a good backbone. Excellent performer. Today's razor, Razorock 0.68 Game Changer, with the second use of the Gillette Platinum blade in the blue and gray package. Looking forward to giving that a go. I've actually got an email yesterday from Italian Barber saying that they had released the open comb plate for the BBS razor. So order that right away. Looking forward to giving that a go. And because we're in Canada, it shipped today and I should have it Monday. Today's Friday. So looking forward to trying this one out and then comparing it to the BBS open comb plate when it arrives on Monday. Going to wet my head and we'll be right back. Just wet in the brush. Squeeze some water out of the tips. I don't know about you guys, but I prefer squeezing the water out of the tips. It leaves the bulk of the water in the breech. And if you've been lathering for a while, you may have learned that, you know, it's not necessarily how much water is in the brush, but where it is in the brush. And squeezing the tips is definitely what I have found works best for me. Not necessarily shaking it or doing anything else, but just squeezing the tips. And then your first initial few lathering swirls, you kind of do them upside down. The best mixing happens in the breech. If you guys know Mantic59, I think he calls himself a sharpologist. Fantastic resource. He has an excellent write-up on lathering techniques. So I happened to read it just the other day and I was surprised to hear that he is also a tip squeezer and finds that that works best for him. Yeah, Stirling brush is doing an excellent job. Oh yeah. Stirling is definitely a little bit a thirstier soap than most, but arguably one of the best soap brands out there, at least from my experience. And being out of the US always used to, you know, be somewhat of an issue for us in Canada. We had to order, you know, obviously from there, but they don't let aftershaves or alcohol products ship across the border. or at least, you know, most of the companies that retail shaving supplies from the US don't ship aftershaves to Canada. So we recently, company started up top of the chain. They've been around for a couple of years now. They have hooked up with Stirling, and now we can get that stuff locally. So it's absolutely fantastic. Okay. Razorock 0.68, game changer, open comb. First pass. The grain. The Game Changer 0.68 open comb is classified as a medium aggressive razor by Razorock. I find this razor extremely efficient. It really doesn't take much to make it tear through the hair. And it has definitely that open comb effect that you're looking for. I never tried the Jaws razors, but I think Jaws may be more suited for those who are keeping multiple days of growth, and that is basically the way that they use their razors, with the intention to, you know, shave once a week or something. But, you know, us junkies, we want to shave all the time. So I wouldn't mind giving it a go, but I don't think I'd buy it. If I happen to get it from somebody to borrow and try, absolutely. When you're shaving your head with these types of razors, you gotta be careful around your bone and your tip of your head, because I find that because there is more blade exposed, it can nick you, and it has nicked me. I was using a razor, I think the Mamba, a couple of months back. And I don't know, maybe I did it on purpose, or I'm not sure, but the handle unscrewed just a little bit, I guess, between uses, and I was using the same blade, same razor, a couple of shaves in a row. So obviously the blade wasn't torqued down, and it actually took a chunk out of my head right on the first swipe of it. So excellent first pass. It actually mowed it down very, very well. If you were in a hurry, you could have pretty much called it a day right there. Anyway, onwards. Well, I'm gonna rinse up, and I will be right back. So I sold off a bunch of my gear recently. Met a couple of interesting people also into the wet shaving hobby, locally here in Canada, just outside Toronto. So when I sold some gear and I had spaces on the shelf, I had to fill it up again. So I ended up buying more gear. So, been on a bit of a buying spree. I'd actually controlled the urge for almost 2 years using what I had. And I depleted quite a bit of it. But now I've started up again and also started this endeavor, so I don't think my efforts are going to go very far. But anyways, it's all in good fun. Second pass, across the grain. Very light touch required. This razor, you can feel the blade a little bit for sure. Wow. Very carefully here. Yeah, I wouldn't call this a fast shaver either. I think carelessness would result in minor bloodshed. Very efficient. Very, very efficient. Yeah, I really love this razor. I'm curious to see how the BBS open comb plate will perform. That's coming next week. Ordered that just last night. Just released. I figured I better order it right away, otherwise it's gonna go out of stock and then I'll be waiting God knows how long for it. So they released 3 new plates. So now the original BBS is called the Standard, and I think they released an A plate, which is a little bit different, the OC plate, and I forget the name of the third one, but I think 3 new plates. So you just need to have a top cap from the original BBS, and then you can use any one of the new ones. You know what, guys, that is outstanding. I don't think I'm going to do a third pass today. I am just going to rinse up and just do a little bit of cleanup, and then we'll do the post shave. Be right back. Just enough little bit of lather to do the post shave. Yeah, it's really good. I don't do a lot of 2-pass shaves, but this one is really good. Obviously, if I rub up this way backwards, I feel stubble, no question about it. But some of that stubble is going to retract in your head after your pores close. But otherwise, this is really good. Yeah, you can see I got a couple of weepers. I didn't really scratch myself. I just think I had maybe slight raised sections of my head, and a closer razor kind of shears them off. But overall, guys, this is excellent. If you're debating getting an open comb, this one is really good. It'll give you the experience you're looking for, and for all the attributes that an open comb is supposed to provide you. I think this one is really, really good. I've had the double DOC from Phoenix. That was okay. That's a good razor too. Very light. It's not very aggressive at all. Does a good job of leaving the lather stripes on your face for repetitive shaving in the same area. And I have the Merkur 15C. That one's also okay. Reasonable shaver. Blade tabs are exposed on that one. And the handle's extremely narrow. So I don't prefer that one actually, at all. All right, I'm gonna rinse up, be back for the beard cleanup. Right. And when it comes to the beard cleanup and cutting out lines and that sort of thing, this particular razor is excellent. That was the first thing that I noticed, how well it actually, cuts into the hair. Probably has to do with the blade exposure. There is a 0.84 version of this, so this is the 0.68. I have the 0.84 safety bar, but not the open comb. If you're looking for probably something a little bit more aggressive, give the 8.4 a go. I do have a friend of mine that has the 0.84 open comb. I may borrow it from him one day and do a side-by-side comparison, but I can't see. I personally don't want anything more than this as far as aggressiveness is concerned in this particular style of razor. Very clean. Excellent. All right, I'll rinse up, be back for the post shave. Okay, Lucky Tiger, my favorite. Just a tad. Has no scent. Not gonna compete with anything you put on top of it. So if you haven't tried it, suggest you do. It's a really good base to use, you know, after shaving or, you know, just after washing your face anytime during the day. I absolutely love it. A little bit more on the expensive side, but excellent product. Aftershave, Stirling Gentleman. Now, a word of warning. This stuff is strong. Strong in a good way. It smells fantastic. It is just as good as the soap, even better, same scent, but it lasts a long time. Like, I'm telling you, you put this on, you will smell it tomorrow. You'll smell it on your pillow, you'll smell it on your clothes, you know, you hug somebody, you'll smell it on their clothes. Like, this stuff is strong, and I love it for, I guess for that reason. The scent is just fantastic. So, what I do on occasion, because if you put too much of this on, you're gonna be that guy who has the, you know, the smell just pouring off him, because it is got some strength to it, which is great. But you gotta test it out at home before you take it out in the wild. So Stirling also makes an unscented version. I'm sure other manufacturers do as well. I never saw it anywhere else. I never really looked for it, to be honest with you. I happened to notice it on the Stirling website. So this is one of their older bottles. It's basically unscented, just aftershave product. So what I do personally is I mix the two. I take a little bit of the unscented product and just mix it in with a bit of the Stirling Gentleman product, and then that gives me, you know, enough dilution that I don't become that guy. There's a few aftershave products that I have where I use that dilution, but you know, you're supposed to test all of these out at home before you put them on and take them in the wild, just in case, you know, you don't want to be that guy. All right, aftershave. Balm today, Mysterium Serum by Phoenix. Epic stuff. Really just need a dot. It's got a crazy story behind it. Check it out on Phoenix's website. It's well worth the read. I think most of Douglas's products got a nice story behind them. Really fun to read. I gotta get his book, Fresco Challenge or something like that. I've been seeing. Saw it in an email today. So, Beard Balm. I'll give you one guess. Stirling Gentleman. I just placed an order. Did an unboxing the other day. Stirling Gentleman Beard Balm. I jumped on it right away. My favorite scent, and then now they have a beard balm. Couldn't be any better. Actually, before I forget, the beard balm came with this pick. It's basically a guitar pick. I'm going to zoom in because this is actually quite something. Beautiful little product. It's even got a, you know, hologram type effect to it, and you know, sent it along with the product to pull some out. I thought that was a really, really nice touch. I'm going to use it today, but most of the time I just use my thumbnail. I think that's more efficient, but this is a great touch, guys. So let's just take a little bit out. It's going to end up in your hands anyway. Melt it down. Love it. And for all the single guys out there, this is the scent you want to have. This is right up there. Another one I recently discovered is Son of Zeus by Razorock. That one made me jump up and down. It's so good. And I think a lot of you guys already know that because the soap is always sold out. But I managed to grab the aftershave, and it is excellent. You know, we like a lot of our scents, no question about it, but ones that really make you, you know, appreciate just how good it is. Son of Zeus is another one. But anyway, Stirling Gentleman. Excellent scent. Get it. Thank you, gents. That's it for today. Do all the YouTube stuff. Like, share, subscribe, comment below. You'll also find me on Twitter with the Shave of the Day pics. I haven't taken today's pic yet, but I will, and I'll post it, and you'll see it as part of the video. Comment, like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next one. Take care.